All right, everybody, here we go. It's Friday. I'm happy about that, but we still have a whole day to get through. It's going to be an interesting one. I guess I should start off with the date. Again, it is Friday, October 19th, 2018. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are in rally mode. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up about 200 points. Now, let's back up a moment before I go on. We heard, I don't know how true this is, because we can't trust literally anything that we hear from the media or out of China. Well, apparently, and this could be propaganda, and it probably is, we got abysmal economic news out of China, or at least it's being portrayed that way on the mainstream outlets here in the United States. Interestingly enough, despite this supposed abysmal economic news again out of China, their stock market put on gains, and ours is in rally mode right now. Any of you find this kind of interesting? I do, sincerely. And again, I don't believe a damn thing that we hear from virtually any source today. It's all fake. It's all propaganda. And if we really got such abysmal economic news out of China, this is supposed to be, I guess, the world's second largest economy. This is a global economy. Well, why would their market go on to put on gains, and why would ours be in rally mode right now? Not just that. Let's look at a couple of other things that are going on here. The bond market is selling off yet again here. Now, when bonds sell off, yields spike. The 10-year yield is about 3.21 yet again, but the dollar is weaker. Now, you know how this works. The last time we had a 3.21 on the 10-year, the dollar was getting stronger. Stocks didn't like that. Again, I have covered this compensatory mechanism with all of you so many times over the years. It's unbelievably ridiculous, so you already know how this works. Even with the 10-year yield going up, as long as the dollar is staying weak, the market is okay with it. But if the dollar does get stronger, or if this 10-year yield continues to creep higher, it's going to weigh on stocks, despite the rally that is going on now. Now, with that, dollar weakness, metals are higher today. Gold and silver both, not by much, but higher nonetheless. I think silver is up almost 1% actually. Silver is very volatile. Cryptocurrencies are about flat. Here's my take on what's going on in this market here. I'm not sure that I'm going to enter any new positions prior to this weekend. Despite the fact that this market is in rally mode off of, I don't know, bad news out of China. Like I explained to you, we are in a propaganda war here. We are in a full-blown trade war. The fake news keeps coming out about talks between Washington and China. You know how this stops the bleeding in the market. You cannot trust anything here. It's the truth. You cannot trust it. China comes out and says, hold on a minute. There is no talk. So again, even the administration is floating out fake stories to prop up the stock market. No surprise to you. You know how this works. Absolute propaganda. Now, with regard to holding a position through the weekend, I have several credit spreads which expire today. They will be expiring good for me. In other words, the puts I sold will be profitable. So I will have a good week. I have one position which I opened yesterday on Pfizer. These are all posted to my website, traderschoice.net, link in description of this video. Look at the expiration dates there. I was going to enter some new positions this morning, but I rethought it, and I'm not sure of how this is going to be spun or played. I'm assuming we're going to hear some more news out of whatever, Saudi Arabia, this whole thing with this journalist or whoever he was is getting blown out of proportion, and people are still writing to me. As a matter of fact, it's crazy, people. I did a video yesterday where I explained to you that in this guy's opinion, and I could be wrong, there is no way that we're going to be going to war with Saudi Arabia. But I wake up this morning, despite the fact that I outlined this all for you, and I get bombarded with people telling me how wrong I am. Look, maybe I am wrong. Maybe we are going into a war with Saudi Arabia, but I just don't see it. Look, people get too caught up, I think, in the moment. They get too caught up with hype, speculation. They get caught up with faceless, anonymous entities out here on the web with no accountability. They buy into it. You gotta stop. And again, look, maybe I will be proven wrong here, but I wake up this morning, my eyeballs almost explode. And some of you are angry. Greg, you are so wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. This is a setup for war. You know what? Time will tell. Time will tell. It's that simple. But I explained to you the whole thing with the petrodollar and what this would actually mean. And some of you don't think it means a damn thing. Well, I don't believe you understand the dynamics here. That's a whole other thing. So look, just going back, be cautious today, entering new positions. I'm not saying to short this market yet. I am not going to short it until I'm very positive, or at least almost positive, that it's time to do that. You know how easy it is to lose cash in this market if you are wrong. So we want to stay right as much as humanly possible. We're not always going to be right in our trades, and we are going to make mistakes. Always. It's never going to stop. But we want to minimize those mistakes so we can profit from this whole thing. And again, keep your eye on what I just outlined for you. Very, very important. Big rally going on. However, 10-year yield climbing, dollar weakness is kind of outweighing that. But if that changes, you can expect stocks to reverse. Let's see what happens. And keep your ears and eyes open for propaganda and more lies to be shoved down your throat. Now, I will see you all at the end of this lovely trading day. If I do enter a position today, and I'm going to be looking and I'm going to be thinking, I will announce it on my social media sites, and I will post it to my website, traderschoice.net, left side of the page. So watch these things. I really want to help all of you. That's the truth. All right, that's it. See you at the end of the day. Bye.